Yo, so I woke up this morning to a fair bit of news that of something that happened, something very tragic that happened recently. No intro today, because I just want to get right into the heart of the matter, and it was a very tragic incident that happened involving this man, Stephen Paddock or probably Stephen Paddock, who basically went on a killing spree. He killed at least I think the since I last checked it was 59 people, and he injured over 500 and like 15 people. But the death toll is actually, I think it's expected to rise from the people who are injured, because quite a few of those people are actually in critical condition. And I just wanted to talk about what the real heart of the issue, what really needs to be talked about in this, in between this whole thing, in between this whole thing of everybody talking about, gun control. Don't get me wrong, gun control is probably the best solution to our problem that we have in the United States when it comes to the gun violence that we experience in the United States. The best possible solution is probably, let's 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 be clear here. The best possible solution is banning all modernized weapons, banning all guns, banning these grenades, these all these things. I think grenades are already banned, but just banning all modernized weapons. Like the best, the most the best range weapons that you should be able to use is a damn bow and arrow. That's your. Because seriously, people don't know how to act. Some people don't know how to act. Not everybody should have access to this stuff. And when not everybody should have access to this stuff, I don't think nobody should have access to this stuff. Only like trained soldiers. And even then, and even then, it's ridiculous, because the thing about it is, no person wants to no person wants to talk about a real issue. Nobody wants to talk about a real issue. Nobody wants to. Everybody, who all the Democrats are saying, oh, we need to ban guns, or we need gun control, and then all the Republicans are over here like, oh, we can't, you can't take away my rights. We can't do this. We can't do that. It's it's ridiculous, is what it is. We need a real solution to. We can't have stuff like this happening in our country. We can't have 500. We can't have a dude, just one person. Some people are saying two people, but I don't go off conspiracy theories. I'm going off of what the authorities have told us. Um, we can't have situations where one person is firing into a group of 20,000 people. That's ridiculous. No person should be able to, like, think about what semi-automatic and fully automatic purpose are. Think about their purpose. Their purpose is to kill. The reason why these weapons were created is for you to be able to kill a large amount of people in a short amount of time, which is exactly what this man did. This man, Stephen Paddock. This is exactly what this man did. What we need is what we need, and people saying, "Oh, you can't take away my guns. Um, I use. What if I need them to protect my family?" Hey, you know what? You know what? That's fine. Because I know Americans are so stuck in their ways, and Americans, especially older Americans, but really Americans in general, are so stuck in their ways. They don't believe that they believe in what they believe in. You can't tell them any different. So you know what? Keep your guns. Keep your semi-automatic. I think fully automatic is actually illegal, But keep your semi-automatic, keep your pistols, keep your whatever, keep your Draco. I don't care. But we need to have something needs to be done about this situation. Something besides sitting and saying, "Oh, what's gonna happen is gonna happen." Do you realize in our country that in like 20 minutes, because everything that happened in like 20 minutes. In the span of like 15 to 20 minutes, this man killed over five. I mean, not killed. He injured, gravely injured, or he injured over 500 people, killed like 60 people in the span of like 20 minutes. He was just firing into a group of people. If y'all think that that is acceptable in our country, which we're supposed to be the greatest country in the world, if y'all think that that's acceptable and that's just a part of life, then I don't know what to say about you. If you really feel that way, I don't know what to say about you. If you don't think that nothing needs to be done, you're really, I have no idea what to say about you. We have so many problems in our country. We have problems with racism. We have problems with there's problems with sexism in our country. We have problems with, even though a lot of the feminists that scream sexism is actually I don't agree with a lot of feminists, but there is a lot of sexism in our country. I just don't agree with a lot of feminists. There's racism in our country, sexism, and then there's classism, and there's people, and then there's people that try to sweep stuff like this under the rug, try to sweep stuff like what happened with all the other mass shootings. The dude walked into their church, killed like 9 people. Dude killed all those elementary schoolers. Like people try to sweep this stuff under the rug, as if it doesn't exist, and it happens in your own country, in our country. People try to act. Sorry, it's my mother in the background doing whatever she's doing. Pretty annoying. She's doing this while I'm recording. But anyway, so people try to sweep this under the rug as if it doesn't happen, as if something, as if it's not as if it couldn't happen to you in your own country when you feel most safe. You would think at a country oriented festival you'd be safe. That's probably one of the safest places I would think to be at. The fact that somebody has even one person in America even has the ability to do something like what happened last night is really ridiculous, and something needs to be done about it. I'm not saying that we need gun control. Now, if you want to hear my opinion on what I think should be done, might sound a little bit crazy, but you know what? We need some form of real protection, and I don't mean guns. Guns aren't protection. Guns are not protection. They're weapons. We need real protection, like some kind of portable armor, some kind of they need to with the United States and these gun companies and stuff like that. These companies that make all these weapons, what they need to do is they need to find something. We need to be able to defend against this. It needs to be something that's affordable that people can use in these situations, instead of just not being able to do anything about it. And I'm not talking about like a bulletproof vest. That's not gonna help a whole lot. A whole suit. I know I'm talking about a whole suit of armor. I'm talking about, this is gonna sound off left field. We need like a some kind of electromagnetic force field or something. Maybe that can be done. I don't know, but we need to work on making a defense against guns just as much as we're working on our guns. Like if you're gonna have a weapon that can shoot 60 rounds per second, at least have something where at least have some defense against it. At least have something that can defend against it. Seriously, having weapons like this in America, when like circulate around the American population, when there are literally no defense against these weapons, is absolutely ridiculous. Like, to have people killed like this, in mass like this, and when there's no defense against these kind of weapons. What we need to do is we need to work on actual protection, not guns, because people always want to say, "Oh, I got my gun. I got my gun. I want to protect my family." Listen, man. What we really need is some form of protection against this stuff. Um, if I was to say what form, I have no idea what form that protection would take. I'm gonna say it needs to be portable, easily portable, just like a gun. It needs to be something that everybody can use. It needs to be affordable. It needs to be affordable, not, I mean, reasonably affordable. Like maybe it can cost as much as a car, I guess, because guns are pretty expensive to begin with. But reasonably affordable, portable, and easy to use, easy access, something that people have easy access to defend against these guns that are on the streets and these guns that people can buy. Like the dude, like the random school shooter at your school can buy a fully automatic weapon if he knows a few people. The random school shooter at your school can buy a fully automatic weapon, and he can probably sneak it into your class and kill everybody in your class if you wanted to, because like two people bullied him, two people talked about his mama or something. I mean, that can happen. It's not out of the realm of possibility. People talk about this stuff like it can't happen to you. My sister is in Las Vegas right now. I mean, she's black, so she didn't go to no country festival, thank God. But it's crazy out here, man. People need to watch themselves. What we really need is a real form of protection, not more guns, not more guns. Because people who were saying who use the arguments of, well, guns are meant to protect people, guns are meant to protect my family. Well, listen, man. Where was how nobody could protect themselves in that situation. You wasn't protecting anybody. Nobody was being protected last night. Nobody was being protected by guns last night in Vegas. Nobody was being protected by guns, and that's just the truth. Like, if you look on the videos, you couldn't even see the dude. You couldn't even, like, you could hear, they could hear where he was shooting from, but nobody could see him. They couldn't even see him, so they couldn't even shoot him back. Shoot back at him. Like, it's crazy. And you know what, with that being said, you already know how I feel about this. Force fields. What we need is some kind of force field. I don't know. We need electromagnetic force fields. That's the next step in. I think that's a step in the right direction to defend against these bullets. Defend against these madmen that use guns to. I don't know what they use guns for. Like, what do these people kill people for? They just kill people because they can. These people literally kill people just because they can, just because they want to. Firing into a group of all kinds of civilians, children, enjoying country music. Like, the country music, I don't mean to make too much fun of the situation, but country music is some of the softest music you can listen to. Like, seriously, like, and it's ridiculous. Like, people listening to Taylor Swift getting shot at. Like, what kind of it's ridiculous. We need We need some form of protection, not guns, not more guns with the gun companies. I'm looking at all these gun companies. I'm looking at President Trump. Listen, Trump, if we're gonna have all these semi-automatic, all these pistols on the streets, what we really need is some real defense against it. You need to start putting out like defense against this to the public, because this is too much. Like, you can't even defend yourself against these weapons. If somebody get the drop on you, it's over. You can't defend yourself at all. Oh, bulletproof windows, bulletproof car, bulletproof this, bulletproof that. We don't need no bulletproof. We need like a force field or something. We need something that everybody can easily use, man. Or at least put this like, I don't know. I don't know what needs to be done. Like, have some another thing that could possibly be done, but I know Americans are so stuck in their ways, and they'll never accept something like this. Americans will never accept something like what I'm about to say. And a lot of people might look at me sideways for saying this, but I think that we need to be surveillanced, because it's gotten so like, and by surveillance, I mean they need to know everything that you're doing on the internet, everything that you're typing on your phone, everything that you're doing. Like, the government, I think that the government should look into that stuff, because if that was the case, then what happened last night probably wouldn't have happened. Like, let's be real. Is your privacy really more important than everybody's safety? I don't know. A lot of people think that it is, and I don't know if that's the case. I mean, as long as you're not doing anything illegal, you shouldn't really care about your privacy too much. As long as it's not going to be, presented to the entire world. As long as the government's not going to be like, oh, what's the name's cheating on what's the name. The government not going to care about that. As long as you're not doing some stuff you're not supposed to be doing, they're not going to say nothing to you. But you know what? This needs to stop. I think that's where I'm going to end it. This needs to be stopped. This whole situation is tragic. This Stephen Paddock dude, he's hurt many families. Prayers go out to the families, man. I say prayers go out to the families. I don't even hold like religious beliefs, but still, man, like, it's like the stuff that's happening in our country, in our very own country, is ridiculous, and quite frankly, it's unacceptable. Like, I don't understand how you people listening to this video right now, you people who are watching this video right now, can sit there on your phone, on your laptop, listening to me talk about this, and just say, oh, nothing can be done about 500 people getting shot in 20 minutes. The hell is wrong with you? The hell is wrong with Trump? The hell is wrong with Democrats who are saying, oh, ban guns? The hell is wrong with the Republicans who are saying there's nothing we can do about it? The hell is wrong with all of you? We need to put just as much time, effort, and money into developing defenses against these weapons that we create. We have no defense against this stuff. We have no kind of. Man, it's over, man. I'm done with this video, man. I'm done with this. It's been your boy, Young Mozzie. I just wanted to get my 2 cents on what happened last night. It's a lot of people. I was irritated by what a lot of people had to say about the situation. Just the real conversation. I don't think that the conversation needs to be had between should we ban all modernized weapons or not, because we're not going to ban all modernized weapons. Nobody wants that. I could have, like, I bet out of everybody that watches this video, a majority of people are gonna be like, "Oh, I want my gun. I want to protect my family." You're not protecting nobody with a gun. You're not protect. Listen, I'm gonna say this right now. You're not protecting nobody with a gun. You're protecting no one with a gun. But people don't want to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. So what we need is real protection, real defenses against these weapons that we possess. Okay, so I'm done, man. It's been your boy Young Mozzie. Um, that's all I got to say, man. Shout out to people in Vegas, all the families that have people who have lost loved ones. Um, People just visiting Vegas, like to go see a damn country festival. Who did like what kind of coward shoots into a group of country music? Like they're listening to country music. What the hell is wrong with you? Anyway, I'll I'm gonna be out of here, man. It this whole situation is just extremely tragic. I couldn't make a whole lot of I couldn't make a whole lot of jokes or be as how I usually am. I'm gonna probably put this on Facebook too, cause I think we really need to have a conversation about um defense, real defense, not guns. We need to be able to actually protect ourselves from these weapons. Um, Yo, I'm out of here.